It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll get to see a pair of teams who fought multiple times in the Super Bowl. It's the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Rams on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them. Tap.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. Out by their second-year quarterback.
And he's a young man who's always believed in his talents. Didn't have many offers out of high school, ended up at Houston Baptist and put up monster numbers. Decided to take the next step and go to Western Kentucky, and he did it again. Set NCAA records for passing touchdowns and passing yards in a single season. Now the big jump to the NFL, this guy's like a very skilled point guard, knows how to deal and put the ball in the proper place with every throw.
Second down, Zappi. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Zappi on third down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The Rams offense ready. They're backed up to start their initial drive. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, based on the last 2 play calls we just witnessed, the word conservative is not in their playbook. Incomplete, and then they decide to throw deep from this point on the field. That's a team that's really getting after it.
Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
It got his man complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, L.A. Puka Nacua, 95 yards. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On second down, it's Stevenson. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. And Zappi to throw. Setting up a screen for Stevenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Now Zappi. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And they'll run the toss here with Stevenson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Zappi in trouble, and he's going down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start?
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Puka Nacua. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots ready to get the football back. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Excellent job defensively there from Kobe Turner. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Zappi looks to throw it. Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really nice job rallying to him.
Oh, Zappi has it knocked out. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
Oh, no.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Going play action here with Zappi. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Well, offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. First run now for Kyron Williams. Oh, able to avoid. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, feet were moving, the legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his offseason working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Here's a diving catch right side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Rams take a 3-touchdown lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
So the 2-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all 3 touchdowns, CD, and converted now 2 of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points, and 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve, because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Zappi back to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From the shotgun, Zappi. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, Zappi has it knocked out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal, and the Pigs get at the 7-yard line.
This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
Williams again.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Kyron Williams
with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
New England's offense set to go.
They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early, but that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Here's Bryce Behringer now.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, L.A.
Cooper Kupp.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Rams just continue to roll. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they've put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Zappi. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Zappi off play action.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Still going.
Touchdown.
Tutu Atwell.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Rams extend their lead yet again.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
New England trying to get a place on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Looking to throw, Zappi.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
That's what I'm frustrated about, man.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense. But this one, a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. And this is caught by Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Kyron Williams
doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter.